Hey, today we are out at Frontier City. Yes, I know it's loud, and I do apologize for all of the noise today. But I wanted to bring you the 2025 update for Frontier City. Now, as you may know, Frontier City is a Six Flags theme park. It is one of their smaller theme parks, and currently it is not open. This is part of their new thing for this one that we're going to highlight about Frontier City today. So Frontier City now has extremely limited hours. They are really only open on Saturday. And then in June and July, Frontier City will be open on Sunday as well as weeknights starting at 4 p.m., but only for the month of June and the month of July. The rest of the year, they're pretty much only open on Saturdays starting at either 10 or 11 a.m., depending on the specific time of year. So Frontier City has really scaled back their operations, and I think this really says a lot about what Six Flags is doing with Frontier City. It really doesn't fit their model anymore, and they're really not investing a lot of time or energy into it. Now, since they recently merged with Cedar Fair, one thing that I did notice when I visited this past weekend is they've spent a lot of time, money, and energy on beautifying the park. So they've repainted things and made things look nicer, but they also aren't really fixing things. Instead, they're taking them out. So Tumbleweed hasn't operated in years. That's the ride where you spin around and get stuck to the wall. Tumbleweed is completely gone. They've removed it, which is great because it was really just an eyesore. The go-kart area, gone. They took that out. The go-karts actually ran, but instead they put up two brand new maintenance buildings on what was the go-kart area. I don't know why they need so much maintenance if it really seems like Six Flags doesn't do a lot of maintenance here. Diamondback appears to be permanently closed. I heard rumors that they can't get parts for Diamondback anymore, so they're just going to leave it closed. Gunslinger, that was installed I think about 4 years ago, and as far as I know has never opened, and it still is not open, and it's just listed as a ride that is closed. I believe they took out the Kiddie Ferris wheel, which was brand new just 4 years ago. There's a couple other things that have disappeared. Now, food offerings in the park have also become quite limited. You've got hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and I think there may be pizza. But get this, a single hot dog is now $15.50 for just a hot dog. So my advice to you is there's some great restaurants right outside the park. They can stamp your hand as you leave the park. Go get a good meal for about half the price, where you can get fries, a meal, and a drink for less than that. There's also a quick trip right down the road, so you could grab a sandwich and some drinks. Go grab those instead of eating in the park. The food is limited, it's not that good, and it is extremely overpriced, and I don't get it. Now, I also noticed this year there are a lot more obvious security personnel throughout the park, and they're also wearing body cameras. I don't know if this is just part of their new restructuring where they're making security more obvious, or if it has more to do with, well, maybe they're attracting that kind of crowd now. And they also had more EMTs noticeable this year as well. So overall, Frontier City is still a fun, tiny park. They still have Steel Lasso, Silver Bullet, and Wildcat as their three main coasters. They're fun, they're small, but overall the park is quite limited, and it seems like they're minimizing their investment in the park. But it is prettier. They've painted a few things and made it nicer. So before you come out to Frontier City, make sure you take a look at their hours, make sure they're open, and be prepared for overpriced food, and be prepared to wait online, because the lines for all of the rides were quite long on a day that they weren't even busy. I hope this is helpful for you to decide whether or not Frontier City is the next theme park for you to visit. And I'll see you in the next video.